Right now at 10, expensive winter. How La Crosse County is preparing to tackle rising costs ahead of a busy storm season. And Cyber Monday deals in full swing. Why it may still cost more to get gifts under the tree. Plus, 2 grain silos come crashing down. What first responders on the scene had to say.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski. Emily is off tonight. We begin tonight with weather. On a live look outside our La Crosse studio, as parts of the area could have seen a few light flurries today. It is more significant snow on the way this week. Let's bring in meteorologist Nicole Skalicki. Nicole.
Yeah, we got to see a couple additional very light snowflakes passing through the area today. Now moving off into southeastern Wisconsin. Most of our area just saw a trace on top of what we already had this weekend. Overall, not a whole lot of additional snowfall out there. Most of it staying well off into northern Illinois. As we go into the morning hours, it'll be a chilly start to the day, but likely snowless. Still holding on to those clouds out there for much of the day going into the afternoon, with winds blowing lightly out of the south, but even with a light wind, it doesn't take a whole lot to get wind chill values about 10 degrees cooler when our temperatures are in the teens. So expect it to feel closer into the single digits throughout your morning across the area. Eau Claire likely seeing a low near 12 degrees, but again, that will put the wind chill closer to around 5 to 6 degrees through the early morning hours. So a chilly start to the day, and that cloud coverage will likely last, not helping us warm up at all as we go into the afternoon. We'll have some light snow passing through very early Wednesday, very similar to some of the flurries that we saw today, and then going into Wednesday night and early Thursday morning, we have much colder air on the way. So take in the 20s while we have them, because it is going to get colder after that.
So this is kind of the heat wave before quite a cool down.
If you want to say that, yeah.
All right. Thank you, Nicole. And a reminder, you can always track weather with our First Warn weather app. It's at the App Store or on Google Play. Winter storms do come with a high price, and La Crosse County officials may be gearing up for another demanding season. News 8 Now's Jadis McGee takes a closer look at the county's preparations.
County leaders say every storm comes with a cost, and this year's budget could be tested as the winter ramps up. After 2 relatively quiet winters, experts say this year could bring more frequent snowfall, which means more plows, more salt, and longer hours for crews across La Crosse County.
With the last 2 winters, we've been pretty lucky as far as snow totals go. So this year, the chances are there to see either at least closer to average, if not slightly above average snow.
For the county, each storm comes with a steep price. From fuel to overtime, keeping roads clear adds up quickly, especially during larger and longer storms.
It's about between $3,000 and $4,000 per hour during a storm.
And while county leaders say the budget can handle a normal winter, if snowfall climbs beyond that, they may need to revisit their plans.
If we had a lot of snow this year, if we exceeded the budget, it would have to come back to the board to find some money. Obviously, we'd find it because you have to plow. You have to salt.
Highway leaders say they're feeling confident heading into the winter, but they say the real test will start if the storms stack up consistently. Reporting in La Crosse, Jadis McGee, News 8 Now.
Fire departments across the area are asking the public to keep fire hydrants clear of snow. Officials recommend clearing a 3-foot radius. This year, the city of La Crosse is also turning to the younger generations. The Hydro Helpers encourages kids to get involved and help out the first responders by adopting a hydrant during the winter months.
The kids sign up, they help us out all winter, and then in the spring we're going to invite them to come hang out with us at the fire station with the firefighters and do a good celebration.
You can learn more and sign up for Hydro Helpers on the city's website. We'll have a corresponding link on news8000.com. With severe temperatures on the way, the Salvation Army is running out of room to keep residents warm. The Salvation Army Shelter and Warming Center are already at capacity. Officials say they've had to turn 60 to 150 people away even before this weekend's snow came.
We are having a difficult time providing shelter that is needed.
The Salvation Army currently has 64 beds in use. They hope to add another 18 in the near future. In the Winona area, 2 grain bins collapsing. One had a massive dent in it. This is in St. Charles. As a precaution, a bin next to it was brought down. Highway 74 between East 15th Street and US 14 were quickly shut down. Nearby businesses also temporarily closed for safety reasons.
Yeah, it was leaning, it was cracked and leaking chlorine out the side, so it did appear that it was going to fall.
Now, no one was injured and the highway has since reopened. Happening today, Cyber Monday all day long. Sales expected to reach $14.2 billion. Money watchers say that's up 6.3% from last year. The Wisconsin Better Business Bureau has a few safety tips. Shop on secure sites only and use secure checkout and payment methods. It is a tough time for toy stores as they feel the pinch from tariffs, but local shops are finding ways to keep prices low for prospective buyers. At Eau Claire's Games by James, the company placed large orders ahead of time to avoid the tariffs. But once they have to reorder, more prices are expected to go up. Not every local store says they're feeling the same impact from tariffs. At PopCon Shop in La Crosse, tariffs on companies they work with are small enough that they haven't had to increase many prices.
Most of the prices in our store have stayed consistent through the year. There's a few areas where we've had to do that just because it was big enough. But even in those cases, we tried not to pass it all on.
If you're still searching for gifts this year, business officials recommend buying sooner rather than later, and store employees can help you score a deal. If you tell them your budget and what kind of item you're looking for, most places will be able to find you cost-effective options. Holiday shopping is our News 8 poll of the day. We asked, where do you plan to do most of your holiday shopping? 44% said in store, 56% do their shopping online. Emily Berge will not seek another term as Eau Claire City Council president. Berge spent nearly 8 years on the council and 3 as president. She says instead she's focusing on her congressional campaign for the 3rd CD. Her main focus is affordability.
People are feeling like strapped. They don't have the money to spend, or they have to choose between food, healthcare, housing, rent. It doesn't have to be that difficult.
Berge will take on Rebecca Cook and Rodney Wave in the August Democratic primary for Wisconsin's 3rd District, and that winner will then face the Republican Congressman Derek Van Orden. Former La Crosse County Sheriff Steve Helgeson has died. Sheriff Helgeson served 35 years with the department, including 12 as sheriff. In a Facebook post, the sheriff's office said he led with his compassion, integrity, and professionalism. Around the state now, Prairie Farms is recalling milk sold at Woodman's in Wisconsin. Certain gallons of fat-free milk may contain food-grade cleaning agents. The affected products carry a December 8th expiration date. You should throw out the affected product or return it to the store for a refund. America's oldest brewery is coming to Wisconsin. Yuengling announced it will expand distribution to the state next year. The brewer began selling its beer in Illinois earlier this year. Yuengling was founded in Pennsylvania in 1829. The National Bobblehead Hall of Fame in Milwaukee is celebrating the anniversary of National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. You can celebrate with the Griswold station wagon, Cousin Eddie's RV, or the squirrel from the tree. The limited edition bobbleheads are available as a set or individually. Still to come tonight, the demand for answers is growing. New concerns over those controversial strikes on Venezuela drug boats. Plus, life in prison on the line. A courtroom showdown that could decide Luigi Mangione's fate.
Tomorrow, starting at 5 a.m., big news for Eau Claire's Children's Museum. The Christmas crime Wisconsin police are tracking, and when will we see warmer temperatures? The news starts at 5 a.m.
When the food truck arrives at our neighbor's place, it takes a community. Our attorneys don't just fight insurance companies, they fight hunger in Wisconsin alongside our neighbor's place. Because together, we're stronger. Bygoff and Rohde, your neighbors, your injury advocates.
After I decided my pain was too much, and my doctor actually suggested that I do visit the Good Feet store. Pretty amazing when they put the arch supports in your shoe and you walk around and you realize there's not pain, and you think, how can this arch support in my shoe make my back pain go away? But it works. And how can it make my knee pain go away? It was incredible.
Hip, knee, or back pain? See if arch supports can help you at the Good Feet store. It's not very often a fella gets to offer the best products in the marketplace at a price lower than most others. When I look at this beautiful showroom, when I consider the quality of our products and the team of 80 exceptional professionals, we should be higher priced, but we're not. If you have any doubts for your next home improvement project, you should contact the Board Store today. It's not all the sales and discounts, it's the bottom line that counts, and you'll get no better bottom line than at the Board Store Home Improvements.
From the law office to the clothing closet, our lawyers seek hope and recovery for the whole community. Bygoff and Rohde and Our Neighbor's Place, where every injury and every neighbor matters, because together we're stronger. Winning justice for Wisconsin.
Lawmakers are calling for an investigation into suspected Venezuelan drug boat attacks after the White House confirmed today that the U.S. targeted a boat twice in order to take out survivors of the initial attack. Torian Small has the latest.
The Trump administration continues to step up U.S. military presence in the Caribbean, moving the USS Gerald Ford, the world's largest aircraft carrier, to St. Thomas. This comes as one of the 21 drug boat strikes on suspected narco-terrorists is now under scrutiny. The Washington Post reported Secretary Hegseth gave a verbal order to kill everybody on board. When two survived, the Special Operations Commander overseeing the attack ordered a second strike to comply with Hegseth's instructions, and the two other men were blown apart in the water. Hegseth has denied he gave any such order.
Pete said he did not order the death of those two men.
Lawmakers in both parties have vowed to investigate.
We're going to conduct oversight, and we're going to try to get to the facts.
This rises to the level of a war crime if it's true.
Meanwhile, in Europe, the U.S. remains intent on bringing the war between Russia and Ukraine to an end. Secretary of State Marco Rubio met with Ukrainian negotiators in Florida over the weekend. And on Tuesday, a U.S. delegation is set to conduct meetings in Moscow. U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and President Trump's son-in-law Jared Kushner are set to talk face-to-face with Russian President Vladimir Putin about ending his country's war with Ukraine. Late Sunday, President Trump expressed optimism.
I think that there's a good chance we can make a deal.
European leaders expressed concern on Monday that Ukraine could be pressured into making an unfavorable deal that would set the stage for future invasions. Torian Small, CBS News, the White House.
Congressman Derek Van Orden has released a statement on the strikes. He said, quote, whether in Afghanistan or in international waters, if you're killing Americans or trafficking lethal drugs into our communities, the United States has every right and obligation to take decisive action. Senator Tammy Baldwin also reacting, saying, quote, President Trump and I agree that we need to stop dangerous drugs from coming into the country, but that's where our similarities end. President Trump and Pete Hegseth are recklessly and illegally bombing boats in the Caribbean. Luigi Mangione was back in court for a pretrial hearing over evidence. He's accused of killing United Health CEO Brian Thompson outside a Manhattan hotel. The 27-year-old's attorneys say some evidence should be excluded from trial because of how it was obtained. The hearings are expected to last several days. His trial date has not yet been set. The FDA plans to tighten approval standards for COVID vaccines. In a memo, Dr. Vinay Prasad said 10 children's deaths were linked to the vaccine. He did not provide data to support that claim.
There is no definitive evidence that COVID vaccines cause death in children. No definitive evidence that COVID vaccines are dangerous for children.
Okay.
What we do know is COVID infection is dangerous.
Myocarditis, or inflammation of the heart muscle, has been linked to the COVID-19 vaccine, but studies have largely confirmed that the risk of the condition is significantly higher after a COVID-19 infection. The White House is decked out for the holiday season. This year's theme, Home is Where the Heart Is. Some of the highlights include Be Best ornaments, a Lego portrait of the president, and thousands of butterflies. In all, 120 pounds of gingerbread, 51 Christmas trees, and over 2,000 strands of lights were used to decorate the White House. And a new look for the Kennedy Center Honors Medallion designed by Tiffany. It features rainbow colors representing the arts. It hangs from a navy blue ribbon. The color is associated with dignity and tradition. It replaces the multicolored ribbon that has long been part of the award. You can catch the 48th Annual Kennedy Center Honors on December 23rd, right here on CBS. We'll have more news ahead, but first.
And it's looking like we have a very chilly start to the first week of meteorological winter, so buckle up for the cold because we have cold temperatures on the way. I'll have all the details coming up right after the break.
Help your pup feel their best with water therapy at Top Dog Retreat in West Salem. Our heated pool is perfect for recovery, mobility, and gentle exercise. Book your dog's splash session today at booktopdog.com. Top Dog Retreat, a bark above the rest.
For over 40 years, Lacrosse Glass and Overhead Door has been the go-to company for anything glass and door. We offer a large stock inventory of CEHI garage doors to help you find the perfect fit. As a locally owned business, we take pride in our work and always get the job done. From commercial glass and glazing to residential glass and CHI garage doors, we have the experience and expertise to help you. Call or visit our website today.
News 8 Now and Dairyland Power Cooperative present the Community Calendar. For more information on these events, or if you'd like to submit an event, visit news8000.com.
Where do couch potatoes go for the most comfortable couches? Wesco and Sparta.
These cushions like clouds. I haven't moved in hours. Spilled salsa? No problem. Wipes right up. Perfect for an afternoon nap or two. Built-in USB charger? I never have to leave.
All right, couch potatoes. Store's closing.
Say goodbye to 2025 and take 25% off furniture and mattresses.
Come on, let's go. Let's go, come on.
Everyone's gearing up for the holidays. The best friend. So happy together. And the first timer. The neighborhood hero. And the out-of-towners. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet.
Get 0% financing on all 2026 Silverado 1500 pickups. That's $6,873 total value on this Silverado. Plus, current Chevy owners get $3,750 total cash allowance.
At Top Dog Retreat in West Salem, skip the mess and hassle at home. Our climate-controlled self-serve dog wash is open 24 hours to keep your dog clean, dry, and ready for their next adventure. Top Dog Retreat, a bark above the rest.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
Well, we have yet another day of below average temperatures as we head into Tuesday, but it's actually going to be one of the milder days of the upcoming week as much colder temperatures move in by Wednesday, and you'll definitely be feeling it when you wake up Thursday morning. So take this in while we have it. It'll be a short little cold burst, and we do have some signs of possible warmer temperatures on the horizon. As we wake up in the morning tomorrow, expect temperatures for the most part in the teens. 13 for your low in La Crosse, 12 in Eau Claire. Will likely hold on to the cloud coverage all the way through tonight and into much of tomorrow, but we could possibly see a little bit of sunshine poking out as we go into tomorrow afternoon. Even if we do see that, it's not going to do that much as far as warming goes. Most of the area still around 10 degrees above average. 26 for your Tuesday high in La Crosse, 25 in Eau Claire. Much of the area staying in the mid and low 20s for your Tuesday afternoon. As we head to our sky tracker, you can see there is a little bit of a break in cloud coverage for the afternoon hours, but overall still likely going to hold on to mostly cloudy conditions throughout much of the day. And then we have a light snow chance on the horizon as we go into very late Tuesday and very early Wednesday morning, coming with the form of two frontal systems passing through, all associated with one low pressure system that skirts far to our north, but we will see a little bit of a weird temperature change with this system. Once this warm front approaches the area, yes, we'll be seeing some light flurries with it, but the main story is really going to be those temperatures. It's happening overnight, which makes it all that more peculiar. 3 a.m. Wednesday, we're sitting at temperatures in the upper 20s. Believe it or not, that's likely going to be our highs for Wednesday as temperatures fall throughout the rest of the day once this cold front passes through. Of course, we still have those light flurries throughout the area Tuesday night, mainly for folks north of I-90, especially north of I-94, although we're not expecting a whole lot of actual snow totals with this. Maybe a trace to possibly a half an inch at the higher end. Overall, not a whole lot of additional snow towards what's already on the ground. So the main story, really those temperatures, because again, 3 a.m. sitting at temperatures in the upper 20s, and then by the time we wake up in the morning, most of the area about 10 degrees cooler than that. So that cold front is going to make quick work of bringing the colder air in. Once we move into Wednesday evening, then the temperatures fall into the single digits across the entirety of the area. It's also going to be a tad bit breezy throughout Wednesday, seeing winds again blowing out of the north behind that cold front around 10 to 15 miles per hour, and it doesn't take a whole lot of wind to get those wind chills below freezing and below zero once our temperatures are below freezing. So take a look at our wind chills. Starting on Wednesday morning, we'll have temperatures likely feeling closer to the single digits, but they just continue to fall all the way into the evening. By Wednesday evening, it's going to feel likely below zero and will likely stay there as we go all the way through Thursday. Take a look at this. Thursday morning, if you're an early riser, it's going to feel quite frigid out, more like the negative teens, and will likely stay there throughout much of the day. We'll be lucky if we feel like it's going to be in the positives as we go throughout the entirety of Thursday. Additionally, throughout the week, again, we have that very light chance for some snow going into Tuesday night and Wednesday. Another identical light chance for Friday and Saturday. All of those chances, though, again, fairly small, only about 20 to 30%. The good news with a lot of that snow, too, is we're not expecting a whole lot of accumulation. So likely what we have on the ground is going to be sticking around because it will be cold, but we don't have a whole lot more to add to it for now. And we have likely that chilly condition going into the weekend, but by next week we could hopefully be getting closer to maybe the 30s by the middle of the week if we're lucky.
And
so
that would feel real good
That would be a
after
heat
what I'm
wave,
looking
yeah.
at for Thursday. Thanks, Nicole. Coming up next in sports, the Bucks look to make it 2 wins in a row out in our nation's capital, plus a Viking great moving on to a different team before he hangs up those cleats. Jacob is next.
Save big on Dutch Boy paint when you shop at Menards. Durafighter Interior Paint is a paint and primer in one that provides great scrub resistance and durability. Get a gallon starting at $24.97 after $5 rebate. Pristine Interior Paint and Primer in one is Dutch Boy's best hiding and most durable paint. It delivers a smooth, elegant finish while providing maximum scuff, stain, and mark resistance. A gallon starts at $45.98 after $10 rebate.
Dental implants are often the best solution to severe dental issues. If you have infection in your mouth, it does cause trouble other places. A lot of people ignore infection for way too long. And when they finally do something about it, they say not only do they like what they did here, but they feel better overall. In the end, you can have a smile you're proud of and a very healthy mouth.
We're an implant-focused practice. If you think you have a full mouth of challenges, come see us. Come down for a free consultation.
Hey, Dominic here to tell you about our great Wisconsin-made gifts for every occasion. T-shirts for birthdays, cookbooks for showers, aprons for Mother's Day, hats for Father's Day, gift boxes for weddings and thank you gifts, and for Christmas or any other celebration. We have mini cinnamon bears. They even smell like pleasing. Get your gifts at our outlet store on Ward Avenue, La Crosse.
Your local Culligan expert helps you take control of your home's water with the world's most efficient softeners and drinking water systems. Culligan also gives you more control of your wallet with a variety of payment options for better water and finances that fit. Contact your local Culligan expert today.
Interested in a heat pump for your home? Here at G&T, we've got an offer to sweeten the deal. Qualified customers can get up to $8,000 off a new Goodman heat pump system and a $2,000 tax credit for this year. In most cases, you'll pay less for this heat pump and furnace system installation, as well as over time with its efficiency and energy savings. Seriously, a Goodman heat pump that's smaller and more efficient for less. Plus, it's installed by an amazing team of skilled technicians with quality you can count on and experience you can trust. Interested? Call G&T for the best heating and air conditioning guaranteed.
Covering all the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
Well, we have flipped the calendar to December, so that means the high school hoop season is starting to heat up, while unfortunately those temperatures outside do the opposite. Melrose Mindoro playing host to Luther tonight, and the Mustangs would sprint out of the gates early as Brewer Schleifer sprints down the court off a great pass and finishes for the deuce. Home team not stopping there. Brooks Cowley takes advantage of some lackadaisical defense with the layup. Melman up 35-11 at half, but a break is just what the Knights needed. Freshman Javon Zanke catches fire from downtown to kickstart a response. Then Max Hulskamp works down low in the paint and finishes to inch closer. The road team would go on to score 49 points in the second half and complete the comeback. Luther takes this one 62-55 over the Mustangs. Another potential Cooley Conference contender, Westby, also in action tonight, hosting Hillsborough. Close one early on. Griffin Nelson drives, spins, fakes out the defense, and knocks down the mid-range jumper for an easy 2. Hillsborough would respond in transition. Miles Ravenscroft gets the bucket to go on the up and under. Hillsborough would take the lead, but the Norsemen would find another gear. Nelson jumps the pass, going for the steal, goes the other way, up and in for 2 of his 26 on the night. Then Maddox Fensel lets it fly from deep. 3 ball is pure. Westby goes up big, and they take this one 63-47. Elsewhere, a battle of the Cardinals in Oliva tonight, and it's the boys from ES who are victorious over Necedah, 57-41 the final there. And on the girls' side of things, 64 the magic number as Westby gets a sweep of the Tigers on the night, and Royal takes care of Lafarge. Bucks taking on the Wizards. Great showing by Kevin Porter Jr. here. Nice to have him back. Here's 3 of his 30 on the night. Then we'll jump to the fourth quarter late. Bucks up 1. Giannis drives to the lane. The finger roll goes to give Milwaukee a 3-point lead, but Washington would not go away all night. Ball finds Chris Middleton. He's open. That's a guy you do not want to leave open in crunch time. That gives the home side a lead, and then here is your dagger. Shot clock winding down. C.J. McCollum is going to hoist up a prayer, and folks, the prayer is answered. Bucks were up 5 with under 3 minutes left, and they can't close this one out, losing 129-126. Well, it wasn't the ending to the season that many were hoping for after a couple big wins earlier in the month, as the Badgers could not bring back Paul Bunyan's axe to Madison after a 17-7 loss to Minnesota last Saturday. In a game where offense was at a premium thanks to a couple solid defensive performances and Mother Nature making Huntington Bank Stadium look like a snow globe, Wisconsin just could not generate big plays and sustain drives, which resulted in that 10-point loss. They're 4th in the last 5 meetings with the Golden Gophers. Despite the defeat in the season finale, Luke Fickell believes there are still some important things to build on.
It is what it is right now, and it is what we have made it. And, so we know more than anything that we have to grow, we have to move forward, we have to build on the positive things that we do have, and that's the only thing we can do. Whether we create our own momentum and energy, and that's where we've got to make sure that that isn't lost.
So Wisconsin finishes with a 4-8 overall record in the offseason. Whirlwind, that is, the transfer portal begins as Fickell looks to get the program back to where it once was. A rough week for the Minnesota Vikings just got a little worse, and it was announced today that longtime Viking Adam Thielen has been waived from the team. Now, Thielen posted to social media that he long ago decided that this would be his final season, that he hopes to find a new team to compete with for the last few weeks of his career. Thielen ranks 3rd in career touchdowns for Minnesota and 4th in receptions. And also from Vikings camp today, announced that J.J. McCarthy expected to clear concussion protocol, will return as the starting QB for Minnesota's upcoming game against the Commanders. And it's been a tough go of it for Minnesota, but I am very much so looking forward to the battle this weekend between the Packers and Bears for the top spot in the
Absolutely. I mean, a couple weeks ago, they said they were going to flex it to the 325 window, so they're going to get the best broadcast team.
Going to be a fun
and I can't believe I'm saying this, but the Bears are the #1 seed in the NFC. Who saw this coming?
And Ken, we have a lot of Bears fans around the office too, so there's gonna be some bragging rights up for grabs. But not all lost if they lose this one. Whoever loses this one, because there's still another meeting to go. But one of the bigger stakes that we've had for this rivalry.
Absolutely.
As of late.
Thanks, Jacob. We got more news right after this.
Get ready for a Cyber Monday deal that's too good to miss. Open an A-Plus account online with a $500 direct deposit and get $300. Promos for new members only and is available only on December 1st. Mark your calendars, your bonus is waiting. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
Winter can actually be the perfect time to replace those old drafty windows. Nothing will keep you more comfortable in your home during the winter than new windows. And our certified master installers are highly trained experts that will install your new windows properly while reducing exposure to outside elements. We'll take out your old window and place in your new window in less than 5 minutes on average. Ask how your winter installation can save you money and make you more comfortable in your home.
Convenience is a big factor. We're right here in Onalaska.
We're local. You know, we've been here for a long time. We take all insurances. We service and repair many different makes and models of hearing aids. Even if you didn't get your hearing aids with us, we'd be happy to take a look at them.
If your hearing aid is still under warranty, we can do some warranty work for you there.
You know, just walk in. You know, you don't have to have an appointment. I'm happy to help if I can.
Our family is helping your family. Better Hearing Center, Onalaska, next to St. Pat's Church.
At Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics, our goal is to help you and your pet in times of need. We specialize in the gold standard for cruciate ligament repair, the TPLO.
I was amazed to see Bear up and running again so soon. They really took good care of him.
Piper had TPLO surgery and is already running again weeks later.
Fetch made possible, one knee at a time. Contact Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics for an orthopedic consultation today.
Excuse me, ma'am. You dropped this.
Get ready for a Cyber Monday deal that's too good to miss. Open an A-Plus account online with a $500 direct deposit and get $300. Promos for new members only and is available only on December 1st. Mark your calendars, your bonus is waiting. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Get this, Burger King is launching a new SpongeBob menu tomorrow at participating restaurants nationwide. This limited-time menu features 4 new items, including the Krabby Whopper on a yellow square bun and Mr. Krabs Cheesy Bacon Tots. The partnership is promoting the new SpongeBob movie hitting theaters on December 19th. Families can also get some collectible toys and themed packaging with those meals. I would try the Tots, but the yellow square bun, probably not going to do it for me. Well, Nicole's got another look at your forecast right after this.
We see you out there doing things your way. So why do you buy from the same retail giants as everyone else? You could be getting the same trusted products you want and need at the lowest possible prices from a family-owned company you can be proud to shop with. Be an original and head to Blaine's Farm and Fleet to find value on the things you value, in-store or online with convenient same-day delivery or drive-through pickup right here at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
Beef dreams to be slow roasted by Arby's, tossed in hickory barbecue sauce, and sold 2 for $6. Who are you to deny dreams? Arby's, we have the meat.
Your home, a place of comfort and safety, could be trying to tell you something. Interior cracks, sloping floors, hard to open doors and windows are all signals of foundation failure that you can't ignore. Choose American Waterworks.
Ava, let's go.
Try it on.
Shortest distance between two people is a smile. That's why we're committed to fighting hunger in our communities until everyone has a reason to smile. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
'Twas almost the holidays, and all through the house, our flooring looks terrible, like it was chewed on by a mouse. The throw rugs are placed on the bad spots with care, and hope Sealand's Carpetland would soon be there. The carpet is tattered, the tile unglued. Sealand's Carpetland will know what to do. Sealand's Carpetland, where #1 priority is you. Merry Christmas!
Well, as we head into the second day of December, it's going to be a chilly and cloudy one, but we have even colder temperatures on the way. So enjoy that 26 while we have it, because we'll likely be dipping into the teens and staying there for at least a couple days, unfortunately.
And on that note, thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.